In 1910, the Harbor Commission had already solved the problem of ice jams and flooding that often hit the port and its outlying neighborhoods. Still, my grandfather, Camille Bordelot, who had seen his share of natural disasters, chose to live a little ways away from the port. Like he always said, better safe than wet. It's a bit of a paradox because for a long time, the St. Lawrence River actually worked against the port's development because it was caught between the strong Sainte Marie current downstream and the Lachine Rapids upstream. Geographically speaking, it was a rather difficult location since it actually increased the impact of the spring ice jams. Imagine ice piled up 15 meters high and bowling over buildings under its weight. The results were as devastating as they were spectacular, and Montrealers, rich and poor, would come down to the port to gawk at the destruction. But ice jams were only part of the problem, because they also caused terrible flooding during the 19th century. The water level would rise abruptly during the January and February thaw, or again in April when the ice melted. My grandfather, who must have been no more than 6 years old at the time, never forgot the Great Flood of 1886. In those days, he lived in a modest apartment on the ground floor of a 4-story building with his parents, his 2 brothers, and 3 sisters. According to family lore, the water rose so quickly that he woke up in the street, floating on his bed in front of the family home. In any case, after that, the city started looking for a permanent solution to the problem. The result was the Cité du Havre, the land-filled jetty you see here in front of you. It was built following the plans of the Harbor Commission engineer John Kennedy between 1891 and 1898. The jetty, originally called the Mackay Jetty, protects the port from the ice and the river's strong currents. You can see clearly the difference between the calm waters of the port and the choppy waters further away. Okay. I'll see you on the Jacques-Cartier Quay on the other side of the footbridge to talk about the evolution of the port's installations.